All right. It's the original co-host. It is the host with the most, the one from a different mama. We got my boy TJ back, the original co-host,
What's up?
and he went to the Bahamas last week, so he missed the chaos that was last week. Good chaos. It was,
I watched the chaos on Playbuck once I got back from the Bahamas, aka partying in the Kauffman Stadium parking lot here in Kansas City. But yes. That was a great show, man. Anytime you get Stefan and Connor in the same room, two Arsenal fans that have disagreements, it's interesting. It's a lot of fun. So
it's interesting because it's more within Arsenal fights than Spurs.
no, man, and that's what I've been finding too. Like I've been agreeing way too much with Tottenham fans, but you know, not to stir up any crap, but I just think it's because the levels of expectations are different. So you can it's easy to get into those disagreements and agree with you guys on certain things because I think the non-delusional ones can come to agree on what the levers our teams are at right now and what we expect. So
Yeah.
Spurs, I think, and we're going to get into this. Spurs, I think, are overperforming a little bit, outreaching expectations so far without Harry Kane. First couple of games with Postecoglou, and Arsenal, I think, are underperforming right now. But that also depends on who you ask. So we'll get into it, man. But Murray, how are you, man? It's been a minute.
Yeah, man. It's been good. It's been a long week. It's for you guys watching. It's been hot in Orlando, Florida. Scorching, balls sweating hot. And so that's sapped up my energy in work. But the highlight of the week, went a little ring shopping, a little bling for the special lady in my life, and so close to uh, Papa that question. But other than that, yeah. So I'll be locked up. Akon.
No, man, no. Being married ain't all that bad. Being
Yeah,
married ain't all that bad.
I hear some good things. I hear some good things.
Especially when they're out of your league. Especially when they're out of your league, and you're just like, "Yep,
She's out of
gotcha,
my league.
fooled you."
She is out of my league. She
Yeah.
is one hot, spicy Latina. Um, but but yeah, man. As people trickle in, let's start the talk. And the first is to round two, recap of the games. We'll do that quickly. Usually I like to do it quickly because it's Thursday and we played a couple days ago, but there's still some remnants that we can talk about.
Yeah.
Um, for Spurs, the game against United, I had a draw going, but it says two things. Number one, United. Um, I was actually correct because I think in the preview I said Aston Villa is going to have a better season than United. People call me crazy. As of now, Aston Villa has looked more impressive than that old midfield of Man United. And in that game, we bossed them around. The first 30 minutes was the chance for United. They missed. I mean, I don't know how Bruno Fernandes missed that sitter. I mean, literally, like it was there for him. They had their chances the first 30 minutes.
Yes.
But after that, honestly, the game was controlled by us, possession, our midfield. Pape Matasar scored a goal. He was boss, man. He was starboard.
He
Starboard.
looked great.
Then you had Basuma, who, like I've said a couple times before, that I'm Conte in because of the regime, more of the regime um, for most of it. But if there was one flaw, one thing I was happy with Conte was about Basuma because I'm like, where is this Basuma? I know he had COVID at the beginning of the year. He had some knickknacks, but where is this Basuma that saw at Brighton, the one that bossed Arsenal, the one that bossed us too? And he would be scared to advance the ball. He would go backward. He wouldn't turn in the pivot. It's
Right.
like Basuma had, new life. It's like Patti LaBelle. Ooh, 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 I got a new attitude. Like, I'm like, damn, and then, I'm watching the Big Six. I'm watching Never a Foul. Even Arsenal fans were like, yo, Basuma. So I'm like, wow, it looked like Spurs look like they got a top five, like midfield, and this is without Bentancur.
Yeah.
So, the sample size is small with two games, and especially with Sar. Madison, we know who Madison is. Madison behind De Bruyne out of the midfield, most goal contributions in the last 5 years. That's it. Then you have, Sar. Okay, so 2 game sample, but Basuma before last year, the year previous, he was
Yep.
one of the top midfielders. So, I don't think there's overhype with that. Udoji, people are liking. You hear some Arsenal players say, "Whoa, man, this young kid," and VDV doing better. So we're doing, like you said, overachieve. We're doing better than expected. If you told me we have 4 points out of the first 6, I would have told you you're lying. But I would take it. I would take it. Going into the Bournemouth game, right? Seems like we're the favorites to win that game.
You should win that game.
7 out of 9, that's not bad. But your analysis of Tottenham,
Well,
these 2 games.
yeah. First of all, are you seeing the comments in the StreamYard, by the way, Mari? I'm not seeing them.
I've heard people complain about that, and so I'm not seeing it.
Just know that we see, like, I have the stream open on another screen here. Just know we see your comments, guys. We just can't put them on the StreamYard yet. For some reason, StreamYard is being all weird. But yeah, no, we see you. I see you, Minerals. I see you, Mr. Post Office. See you, Frankfurt Gooner, Strasbourg Steve, Mama Flossie, Will Stewart. All you guys are absolute legends. Yeah, keep getting those comments in. Make sure you're smashing the likes.
I can't see. I can't even see how many viewers are watching. We have 30.
We got 32 inside right now. Make sure you smash the likes, people.
But here is the StreamYard is showing 1.
Yeah, and no, something's weird with StreamYard. I don't know what it is, but yeah, we got people watching. Big up everybody watching.
I have to be reading the comments off my phone then.
Yeah. But yeah. No, going back to what you're saying, yeah, like I said, I think that you guys are off the blocks pretty quickly, more quickly than I expected for sure. Ange Postecoglou looks like he's getting his system in with the boys really quickly. Basuma, absolutely boss in the midfield right now. Again, James Maddison. I'm regretting Arsenal not going for James Maddison instead of Kai Havertz, but I'll probably be saying that every week of the season. So only 36 times more to go, guys. So button down the hatches. I'm going to be complaining about that all season long. But yeah, no, I think they're starting out of the gate again. You kind of gotta also remember who you guys are playing against, though. Man United's form is not good. They almost lost to Wolves. They're looking pretty woeful right now. I'm not saying that this form is going to be in all season, but I'm not rating Man United right now, and even though their own fans are not rating them right now, a lot of people are losing confidence in Ten Hag and losing it quick. So, the form teams that you guys are going to be playing against don't come until later in the season. So you guys need to be collecting the points that you can now and move on. Obviously, playing Brentford away is tough. You got the draw out of that, and getting Man United at home and getting all 3 points out of that is better than expected. So, I mean, I can't say too bad a word about Spurs right now. You guys are doing very, very well. Where I think you guys might run into trouble is just the depth on that back line. The back line is one injury away of having Eric Dyer back in. So, as long as guys don't get hit with the injury bug, you guys will be, mid to towards that upper side of the table, given the current form that everybody else is on right now. I'm not getting too excited about anything though, Mari. It's game 2. It's only been 2 games, and everybody's a lot of people in our line of work are acting like the sky is falling if they're not seeing the results that they want to see, or they're already planning their trips to Europe next season when, you know, we got 36 of these games to go, plus domestic, plus European competition. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, it's a lot to sort out with Spurs. You know, DDB, you know, so far is doing good. Looks like he's starting to form, you know, partnership with Romero. Vicario was fantastic. This last game against United, and it's been okay. But like you said, the test will come when we play the Brentford. I mean, after international break, it's going to be very interesting. Teams that are going to really press us, really going to put us in positions where we have to really pass out the back,
Yeah.
really, really good. It is going to be a test. So, but you know how we end last season, where literally I was depressed, and 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 how we've started. Like I said, 4 out of 6 points. Everybody seems to like Big Ange, and I like him. I like the spirit of what he's doing. You know, it's more of I love the team, but the don't like the regime. You know, we don't like the regime. Um, Will says, I can see the comments. Mario, you may want to pop out and come back in.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me
Pop out and come back in. I'll have a little solo session here real quick.
yeah.
A little solo session.
All right, guys.
And we got Will Stewart creeping in the back room, guys. Don't worry about it. The watchful eye of Will Stewart 365 is back there. He watches all. But big up everybody in the chat right now. I got minerals inside. Minerals, we're always winning, brother. Don't worry about that. But I want to get into Arsenal a little bit in the round 2 of games recap and talk about Arsenal. For those of you who haven't tuned into my channel to get my takes on that, I've been extremely unimpressed, and I'd like to hear what the chat has to say about it. I think that us trying to shoehorn the likes of Partey, Odegaard, Havertz, and Rice into the midfield isn't working out as well as a lot of people would have hoped. People are getting outraged that we're playing Partey at right back where he's not actually playing right back. Those of you that are watching, he doesn't spend any of the time and a lot of time in the match back there. He actually just inverts into the midfield, and we have White, Saliba, and Tomiyasu back there. So, and I want to get Mari's thoughts on this as well. Did that fix it, Mari?
Yep, I see the comments.
Dope.
Better late than never.
Yeah.
Still the
North
numbers.
London is in fact red. It is in fact red.
Jano, Tony, CMO, Jan, Ant, Will. I'm doing this real quick.
Whatever, Will.
VSS Sports Picks, Strasburg Steve, and he called us bottle jobs. Hey, are we both ahead of Newcastle? Yes, we are.
Yes, we are, but we also haven't played Man City.
Yeah, that's true. We haven't played Man City. Rajet, big up. We got Anthony Dill, Big Tone, Mr. Post Office, just some channel TJ. Big
Thank
up.
You, Tony. Big up, Tony.
Sub. Oh, we got Minerals. Yes. He's in the mud. Bruno's in the mud. Anthony. And we got Mama Flossie.
The queen of YouTube is here, everybody.
On your show Fridays, she'll show me some love. We got Frankfurt Guna in the house. Basuma is playing. Yeah, man, he's playing like Paul by his prime. We got Derek. We got the crew here. Big up. Man, that's weird. The comments are now showing up. But Arsenal, right?
Yeah.
Let me give you my thoughts. And gosh, I hate saying good things about Arsenal, but I will say this. I thought the 2 victories have been unimpressive, but to get 3 points, on both games, that's a good thing. You can be unimpressive and lose, you drop points, but the fact that you guys were unimpressive, you haven't even played your best game yet, and you've been able to get 6 points, that is a good thing. That shows a sign of maturity. The good teams, right? Right.
Yeah.
Yes, there are times where City doesn't look good and they still win. They
Yeah.
still get 3 points and they still win. And
Facts.
now Arsenal is finding the art of getting 3 points and winning and not looking good because they have been unimpressive. And I'll put the banner up right now. What to say about Arsenal's unimpressive victories? I'm saying look on the good side. They're showing signs of maturity because to get those 3 points without looking very impressive is very good. It shows that they're ready for the run. They're ready for the championship run. I still have City winning it, but Arsenal, they're showing some maturity.
I don't think they're showing as much. Like, yeah, it depends on your definition of maturity, and a lot of this has been a huge talking point within the Arsenal fan base right now. Is, should we be getting better results as of as like in terms of a goal difference? I think we're not finishing our chances, and the chances that we do get are too sparse. Martinelli on the edge of the box against Crystal Palace, he should have shot, he should have scored. I don't know what he was doing. He hesitated there. I just really haven't been that impressed with it. I think we're packing the midfield because we don't know where Kai Havertz fits in yet. Obviously we're going to talk about transfers here in a minute because we've had some outgoings happen within the last hour or so. So it's one of those things where, I just expected more. It's nothing more. It's nothing less. And obviously we have 36 games to go, but we got to start figuring this out fast because we have Man United coming to the Emirates, and they're always up for that game. It doesn't matter what form they're in. Form goes out the window whenever Man United come to North London. It just is what it is. We should comfortably beat Fulham. They look very bad this season. So I'm expecting another 3-0 victory, which means we're probably going to win 2-1. Bert Leno decides he's going to be freaking, Van der Sar reincarnated when he plays against Arsenal. Like, that's just the way Arsenal is. But I honestly have not been impressed with Kai Havertz. I've been told that I'm not watching Kai Havertz in the correct way. But I expect more creativity out of Kai Havertz, and I expect more movement in the box than I'm seeing out of Kai Havertz. It's as plain as simple as that. He got I think it was 5 touches in the first half against Crystal Palace. He's a midfielder. He should be touching the ball all the time. Yeah. So, and if I'm wrong on that stat, correct me. I heard that. But it's one of those things where, look, like, if we want to see Kai Havertz start regularly and earn his 330 bags a week that we are paying him, that is almost twice as much as anybody else on the team, by the way. And I know it's twice as much as the majority of the team, that I want to see more results out of him, especially against teams like Crystal Palace and Fulham, or Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest. And if that's too much to ask for, I guess I'm asking for too much. But yeah, this team is crying out for a more regular, we didn't play this formation. Here's the thing that's frustrating, Murray, and I know I'm going on a rant here.
No, go ahead.
We didn't play this formation in preseason. We didn't. We started playing party at right back against Nottingham Forest. We didn't play this formation against Man City. And obviously you can factor in that Timber is injured. I get that. But we had a perfectly capable left back in Kieran Tierney. He's on his way to Real Sociedad. And now we're stuck with Kiwior and Zinchenko on the left and Ben White on the right. And Tomiyasu also playing fullback, but he got a red card, so he's not playing against Fulham. So it's one of those things where, yeah, we showed the only thing that I would agree with you on that we showed maturity is that we stunk the place out to get out of Selhurst playing 10 men down for 30 minutes. That's where we showed maturity. But the rest of it, I just have genuinely not been impressed. And I haven't been looking at the chat, so I'm probably getting absolutely roasted by some of the Arsenal fans in there. But I just expected more, man. That's it. That's the beginning and the end of it.
I can't see this. I can't see chats anymore.
Yeah, freaking
Yeah, this is
ridiculous, man.
Can you see the chats?
I
I
can
can't
see
see.
the chats if I'm watching it on the screen over here, but I can't see it in StreamYard. But it is what it is. They aren't roasting me too bad over there. They aren't
Simon
roasting me
Davis
too bad
says
over there.
330 is a robbery. Kane wasn't even on that much. Goguma said big up Mari.
Yep.
Statistically, Mr. Post Office, statistically, we were comfortable better than.
No, and
That's
Simon Davis, I agree with you, man. Like, why?
last year.
It's an overpayment. The 65 million to get him over from Chelsea was an overpayment. I think that was highway robbery. And if you think about it, Mason Mount and Havertz leaving sponsored that whole Caicedo deal. So really, what the rest of the Premier League is doing is paying for Chelsea to eventually, have one of the best midfields in the Premier League once they gel under Poch. That's just my opinion. But yeah.
This is weird. This technical difficulties. We want to interact
It's
with you guys.
StreamYard, man. Yeah, it's StreamYard. We want to interact with you, so we'll do our best. We'll do our best. Keep your questions coming. If you have questions for me or Mari, put them in the chat.
Yeah. So so those are the two questions. The unimpressive victories, and then we've talked about has Spurs season been impressive so far? And like I was saying, it has, and so it leads to the next question. Trying to get popping, but I'll ask you first. What has been unimpressive so far of the Spurs season?
I don't think there's been anything. Well, I had such low expectations for Spurs that I'm just impressed in general. No, I'm not even taking the piss. Like I told you guys, like I did not have any expectations, and a lot of you guys were saying the same thing. A lot of people were saying mid-table Spurs. There were some people even saying, "Oh, well, they're going to be in a relegation battle if Ange doesn't click." But Ange doesn't click. It has clicked, and he's been doing a great job. I respect Ange as a manager. I think that he is going. If he gets backed, he will do great things for Tottenham. I do believe that, and I'm not even taking the piss. I wish it wasn't true as your rivals. I wish it wasn't true, but it is. He's doing a good job so far, and I think he's going to cook. But he has to be backed. He has to be backed. And the issue. See, there you go. And the issue I think still for Spurs that you guys are going to have is a depth problem and an issue with scoring goals. Richarlison is donkey, dude. He is donkey, and he is, man. Like, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. And the fact that there is no that I don't think teams even see him as a threat. So they're going to continue. They're going to continue to lock down Son, and you're going to need to pray that those goals keep coming from your midfield.
Yeah, I like to be realistic, and with Charleston, did I predict 10 goals for him? Can I retract that? Can I retract that? Let's just see. 5 goals. 5 goals for Charleston this season if he plays all 38 games. Oh man, Will Stewart.
There we go. Big up, Will.
Yes. We got Goguma. Big up. Oh, thank you. StreamYard is killing us today. Thank you, brother. So in regards to the team, right? My concern is because we'll have the opportunities, right? The belief is you want everybody scoring goals. So we got goals coming from the midfield. We get some goals from the defenders, right? So far. But we haven't had any goals from the forwards. So the thing is, right, if Richarlison doesn't score, eventually Sonny's going to be up, play the middle. And we want that. Meaning that, Perisic or Solomon comes in. I would say that Kulu will get out his scoring funk. We see what Kulu could do. It's still not enough. Brian Hill, either you rate him or not, I don't rate him, is the next available forward they have left. And Velez, I want to see him play, but people say he's not ready. I think he's better than Richarlison right now. Richarlison, his confidence is shot. Velez is great in the air. He has a good knack of being at the right place at the right time. He's very smart in the box. His movement in the box. He's 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, throw him out. Throw him out to the Wolves. But if we're not going to do that, the transfer business comes in. So we've been linked to Pepe, right? Uh, uh, you guys also had a Pepe, and 26-year-old Brazilian. You know, it's it. I, I don't want to say okay, let's get him in because he'll be better than Richarlison. You know, anything's better than Richarlison, but we've been linked with Gif Orban, right? I talked about it last night. Talked about Jonathan David, not David, Jonathan David.
David.
Yeah, because he's Haitian French descendant, so get the name right. And I don't think, honestly, I don't think we're going to make a move. I think all this is chatter. Um, I think we may loan out one or two people, but we've already heard we're not paying 30 mil for Gip at Orban, right? That's Daniel Levy. And the asking price for Jonathan David, I don't know. I don't know. I think we don't have enough. We don't have enough. And I don't know. I'm to the point surprised me on transfer deadline day. What was it 8 days left?
Yeah. Do you honestly think you guys are going to get anything else in or anybody else in?
I definitely don't want Lukaku, but no, I'm not going to say but. Anything's better than Charles. I don't want Lukaku. I don't want Lukaku.
You look stressed, brother. Stressed.
Man, just pay the 30 mil, get Gift Orban. Just get the man. Just get the man.
What's the most? Yeah, because I had this conversation with Perchy too, and this Perchy is over the moon about this guy. Perchy's gonna go out and buy the shirt. He's like, he's losing his mind about it. But do you think he would come into the Premier League automatically and just start banging goals? Like, is that the guy you want to see, or do you want to see somebody else?
I don't know. But I will say this:
you're not getting Tony Cube. Stop saying it. You're not going to get Ivan Tony.
Tony will come in. If we do, it will be in January. But the thing is, I can say the style of offense, the attack that Big Ange wants to play, that opportunities will be there. And if he's more clinical, I believe he's more clinical than was Charleston, so he will get goals. I don't think he will. I hope if he comes on the team, he balls like he's doing at Genk, but really depends. It really depends. Really depends. I like David in the sense of he got some strength to him. He has played in the top five, what used to be a top five league, the French league, if we're back to seventh. So it really depends. But our front three needs some work. It does. It will get better, honestly, when Sonny plays up top. But the thing is, we need depth. Though we're playing one game a week, we still need that depth because say if Sonny gets injured, he gets injured, we are in some serious trouble.
Oh, come on. You guys got Perisic. Just slot him in up there. He's the next coming, bro.
Old man Perisic is not going to cut it out. But, I mean, those are our transfer needs. I mean, if Horberg's not going out anymore, so we won't need a replacement for him, though I still wanted proper CDM to come in, But how many are out there, really, to be honest with you, a proper CDM that's out there that we could realistically get? And then I would personally love another center back because we're just one injury away to get Eric Dyer coming back and Sanchez. Though Sanchez did okay against Brentford, but so those are our transfer needs. and we have
Yeah.
8 days left. I think maybe some people are looking for 2, 3 signings. I honestly think one signing, and a couple of people outgoing. What do you What are your transfer needs for regards to Arsenal?
Ugh. Well, let me make you a list because we're in trouble. So breaking news. I don't know how breaking it is now, but like I said earlier in the stream, Kieran Tierney is now going to Real Sociedad on loan. So that's that on that. Big up the chat. We got the chat in the main screen right now.
Chat. Good chance.
We have so we had Tierney. Tierney is now in La Liga for the rest of the season. We just sold Flo Balogun for 52 million to Monaco. No buyback is what I see on that. So good luck to Flo Balogun. If he had gotten picked up by Chelsea or sold to Chelsea, if he had gone anywhere else in the Premier League, I would have felt terrible getting his shirt, and I wouldn't have been able to get his shirt. But now that he's in the French league, he's going to cook out there. We've seen that he can cook out there. Best of luck to Flo Balogun. Obviously, he wasn't in Arteta's plans. So my American striker, my American right winger, I hope he does well out there. And obviously he's shown that he can. So now we gotta get to our incomings. I don't see us bringing in anybody in the last 9 days. I don't. It stinks. It's bad because we need an out and out striker. Jesus is training again. So we will have our main number 9 back at some point. But it's not good enough in terms of goal output coming from the number 9 position. And if we're going to continue to play a false 9, then we need to figure out a way to keep teams pocketing Saka and Martinelli like they did against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace played a low block against us and played very, very well, pocketed Saka. And, these are teams that we need to be scoring goals against. And we kind of got found out a little bit by them double teaming our wingers. So Nicola Pepe is training with the team again. He's linked with Saudi Arabia, so he might be leaving, or he might be pushing Saka. Who knows? What I do know is that there's something wrong with Reece Nelson. Reece Nelson was injured in the preseason prior to our first game against Nuremberg. Don't know what happened. So anybody who can enlighten me on that, feel free to correct me in the chat. But yeah, so if we bring Nicola Pepe back and he actually sees time, I wouldn't be upset about that. I don't know why he would want to start for Arsenal the way he's been treated, but I would love to see him. I'd just be out of morbid curiosity. He hasn't played in the Premier League in a year and a half.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So, it's one of those things where you're kind of betting on somebody to come back from the French league, and he didn't really do very well in the French league either. You're betting on him to come back and knock down, rip up trees in, God forbid Saka gets injured or he needs a break. So we needed a right wing. We didn't get one. We could have gotten Moussa Diaby. We didn't. We needed an out and out number 9, and we can't get an out and out number 9 until Ivan Toney is free from his ban. I think we are waiting for Ivan Toney. And we are once again
Ivan Toney in the January transfer window.
Yeah. And we are once again in need of a left back, in need of a fullback, because we lost Timber. So we were.
Look at the dog.
What?
No, I said, look at the dog.
I know that's Artie. Yeah, Artie's more famous on my channel than I am. I think he went first appearance on the Football Terrace. He was the most popular dog on all the internet. But yeah, no, yeah, I mean, and I'm already getting bannered in the chat. Yeah, Havertz, he's unimpressive. I knew that was a bad take. Yeah. I knew it was a bad match. I knew it was a bad buy.
I put my hands up. I said Kai may actually do good coming to Arsenal.
There are a lot of people that still think he can get a tune out of him, like Jess there's a football player there, but I couldn't disagree more. I think he's dead. I think him and Mason Mount are,
as the Spaniards would say, He's dead food.
Dead food. Dead baller.
It's
Dead
dead.
baller. And I was on, like, I'll back him because he wears the badge. I hope he's success. I want to be proven wrong here, Mari. I do. But so far I haven't been proven wrong.
Yeah.
I haven't. But I've also been told by other certain channels that, and I won't name names, AFTV, that I don't watch the game properly and that I need to be watching Havertz and what he does off the ball. I'm like, well, he's off the ball plenty. So, he's off the ball. He's off the ball plenty. So obviously I need to be watching him and what he does off the ball, because so far I've been extremely unimpressed. No output, zero output in the first 2 games. We are paying this guy 330 bags a week. I expect goal contributions. I expect impact from a player we are paying that much money for. Sorry. It's the way it is.
In the chat, we got Goon fighting free of Balogun. We should have gone for Balogun. CQ.
We were never gonna sell Balogun to any Premier League team, let alone Spurs. Like, yeah, when I saw, oh yeah, bring in Balogun coming from Spurs fans, Will, I know you're back there. I was laughing. It's like, that's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen.
It's all good, TJ. You guys have heavily Havertz.
I deserve that. Bad move.
Tony is twerking for Arsenal.
Yes, he is. Bring him to the carpet. Bring him to the carpet now. Bring that bad man to my carpet right now.
So another thing, it's a lot of rumors. Apparently, Forrest is wanting 50 mil for Brennan Johnson. And I'm like, well, first of all, hell no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. I'm like, nah. If we pay more than 15 mil for Brendan Johnson, yeah, nah. No. That's called getting fleeced. All right.
Yep.
We're trying to fleece us. No. And even if that was the price, Daniel Levy, I cannot see Daniel Levy going for that. Well, no, I take that back, because we did pay how much for Richarlison? How much
Don't
he paid?
pay anything past Daniel Levy. Have we not learned that?
Yeah, 50. I was like, nah, no. If you're gonna pay, you might as well pay for Gift Orban. You might as well pay that 30 mil for Gift Orban. It's no.
I mean, you take a risk. It's a $40 million gamble, right? Or a £40 million gamble to bring in Gift Orban. But can you honestly? I would bet 40. If I had 40 million, right? Say I had money, I would bet Gift Orban would score more goals than Richarlison.
Yeah, no, I believe you.
I don't think that's hard math to do.
No, it's not too far fetched. No, I believe you.
Yeah.
But I think the big thing is, because I'm talking about incomings, it's outgoings. Right now, Tanguy turned down Forrest, right? Since I brought up Forrest, he is not wanting to go anywhere else. He's not going to want to go to Turkey. I'm praying that some sheik in the Middle East, Saudi Arabia, will get this guy, Tanguy. Like, hey, look, we want him. Here's 50 mil. Take him. I would drive Tanguy all the way to Saudi Arabia from across the Atlantic. And I'm coming from the Atlantic, all right, to drive him. And he says no. It's like, why do you want to stay? Why do you want to stay? Like, we don't want you. And so that's the dilemma that we have. We have dead weight that needs to go. That are cancer to our team. Now, I talked last night about Eric Dyer. He's made some comments, and like, well, my future. I would still like to stay here and whatsoever. But it's kind of like, you've been here so long. You were here when when the team failed the badge, but when failed the club, failed the fans.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't play for the badge, and so I want Dyer gone. I want Tenge gone. You know, Davies, do I want him gone? He's serviceable, I guess. I want Sanchez gone. You know, there's some people that just need to go. And
Yeah.
so it's just, yeah. We
Well
got a
made to say, in my opinion.
super chat from Will. It's
It's a microphone.
a microphone.
Thank you, Will.
Yeah. We got a thank you. It's a microphone. I don't know what that means, but yeah, if people can hear me. Philly 21 says, why are Spurs going for Brandon Johnson when they could buy Tajan Buchanan, who has more talent in his little finger? Ha. Yeah, Tajan Buchanan plays for Canada and plays for, I forget the club that he plays for. Yeah, is he better than him? Don't know. Mm, don't know about that, but just pay, yes, big tone. Just pay the bleeping money for Orban. Yeah, just pay the money. Pay the
Pay the
man.
money. You got to
Show
pay the
him.
money. You got to pay the play.
Yeah, and so that's our transfer business. But before I end, this is no shock to anyone. But this is the statement. I'll read this. This is the statement from the Spurs Express today, or the Spurs Web. Daniel Levy continues to lead on all deals in the absence of a director of football, with the support on outgoings from director Rebecca Kipplehorn. Who? WTF? Who the hell? What?
I don't even know what that is.
Wait, is she a scout? What? She played again? Did she play for the UK or for the England team? Like who is Rebecca Kipplehorn? And then I saw the picture of her. I was like, what? She's in charge of what?
She needs to be in charge of getting a new barber.
Wait, what? I'm like, is this a prank? Like, let me read that again. Let me make sure that I'm not going delusional. And it's just if she has the experience, forgive me, but I ain't never heard of her. You might as well have Donna Cullen, who's a supporter of our channel. Big up Donna Cullen.
You got Donna Cullen.
She's the support of the channels. Handle this. Like I read this. Wait, read this. I'm not finished yet. Daniel Levy, right? I got the story right here. Right here. If you can see it. Okay, there we go.
It's adjusted. Yeah.
Yeah. Daniel Levy continues to lead, not shocking, on all deals in the absence of a director of football, with support on outgoings from director Rebecca Kipplehorn. I never heard of her, but apparently she is probably I don't know. Well, name me what's the guy who's at Monaco who's really good? Gosh, I'm getting a brain fart. Whatever. Here's the finish. There has been a long perception in the game that he acts too much for unwanted players and is particularly unwilling to write off expensive assets. Tenge. So this is the reason why we can't get rid of some players. Daniel Levy, right? It's not perception, it's facts. In the game, he is known to ask for too much for unwanted players. Basically, he doesn't want to bite the bullet in losing, losing deals because he wants to get everything back. So Davison Sanchez, I think, went for 35 mil, right? If someone offers maybe 20, Daniel Levy still believes he should get that 35,000. He wants to make profit. But here's the thing: you should have sold him a long time ago.
You
See,
cut your
that's the problem with
losses a long
Spurs.
time.
We keep players too long. And for those of you who are in the chat, Rachel, Mr. Capehorn, this is Mrs. Capehorn right here. I
I don't want to say anything. I'll get kicked off YouTube.
I
Looks like she cuts her hair with like the like a woman's bowl cut. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about when your parents just used to put a bowl over your head and would just cut.
yeah. I've
That might, I don't know if that's just an American thing. Well, it's bad. That's so bad.
never heard of her to be a scout. You know, we can't get rid of players. We can't bring them in. We can't get them out. Right? That's our philosophy. We need to sell to buy.
Well, we have the same issue. We held on to Rob Holding to protect his value. So, but right now his value is like $5 million in a used bag of balls. Send him to Besiktas. Get him out of my team. Get him out of my club, please. We have the same issue. I mean, we held on to up until 2 weeks ago. We were about
Is
to.
your squad bloated? That's
Well, we still have Nuno Tavares, Stambi Lakanga, El Neni, Nicola Pepe, even though he might come back. We still have what?
You know how many players that we have on our squad? 39.
That is insane.
Yeah, 39 officially. 39.
That is insane. But yeah, no, I don't think any other transfer business is going to get done. We just had our first 2 outgoings, and they were potential first team players. Kieran Tierney arguably could have been our starting left back if he fit into the squad. But we're not getting rid of the players that I think we need to be getting rid of, and it's a shame, unfortunately.
Yeah, and so transfer deadline is going to be interesting because
Neutral Football Fan says Arsenal's defo going to make another signing. Who? I don't mean to sound like an owl here, but who? I haven't even seen that we're linked with anybody. Anybody that I would want anyway. I don't want to take any fly-by-night bets on, the right wing from Portugal that has barely played 2 games for Porto. Bad example. That was just an example, but still. Like, I don't see that we're seriously in for anybody.
Can I go on a little rant before we do
no, hit it. Go.
Like I wanted to go into journalism, and actually I had a chance to go into journalism. I actually turned down a internship with CBS sports affiliate in Houston, Texas. And the reason being is I wanted to work with students, I wanted to work with kids, children, and families as a counselor. And I went to the banking world when I was in grad school and college, and then I went to the field of counseling. But I also studied journalism and wanted to get into that. And I know in today's world, you don't really get news, you get biased news, right? You have all these debate shows, and so you get biased news and whatsoever. But who has always rubbed me the wrong way, and she was on Talk Sport, Lauren Woods, and I know she's an Arsenal fan, but it's just, I find her very, very annoying, very, very biased. And so congratulations to her. She got on with TNT Sports. But to the interview that she did with James Madison, there has to be professionalism. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. In all my years, right? And this is not a former player, right? If it was Gary Neville or say Roy Keane doing an interview with James Madison, and they said, "Hey Spurs," why Spurs? I can understand that because they're United guys. Why Spurs? Why not United? Okay, it's athlete interview athlete, but this Miss Woods is supposed to be a journalist, right? A journalist. A lot of journalists have clubs that they support. but you're supposed to leave that at the door. She asked James Madison, and the way she said it was just like why Spurs? Like, and it's just like trying to be funny and whatsoever. First of all, you're not a comedian. You're not Dave Chappelle. Your job is to interview the guy. All right. You're not Dave Chappelle. You're not Wanda Sykes. You're not Chris Tucker. You're not Kevin Hart. All right. Your job is to interview the player about his move and whatsoever. I don't care that you're an Arsenal fan. And so that's my rant, right? You are supposed to be a professional, right? Because you're the commentator. You're not the athlete pundit. You know, if you were, I could understand. Even if it was Alex Scott, right? She was a former player, right? Right?
Yeah, and she played
Was
for Arsenal too.
right? Played for Arsenal. If Alex Scott had did that, I would have no problem, right? Because she's a former Arsenal player. I can get that. But Lauren Woods is supposed to be the journalist, the actual journalist. So that's my rant. Laura Woods. Yeah.
Laura, well, everybody's looking for clicks, right?
Yeah.
So
Do you know
professionalism goes out the window.
you know who Laura Woods is, right?
I don't know who Laura Woods is. I heard about this story vaguely, but I didn't really look into
Fit
it.
blonde and but she used to be on Talk Sport. She used to be on Talk Sport and
that fine news organization?
Yeah. Talk Sport. That was my rant. I actually have another rant, but it's not Spurs related. It's not Premier League related. It's Gabby Vega turning down my Napoli for Saudi Arabia. Like really? Like, okay, I understand the money, but like really? To win the Saudi Cup? You turned down a chance to go to Champions League. He goes to Napoli. Napoli's one of the favorites. Napoli made to the final 8. You turned out Napoli? Like really? I agree with Tony Cruz. Like really? Like you don't think you're gonna make money? Like literally, there will go to be teams knocking on his door. Have you seen Gabby Vega play?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like really? And
A
then
lot of these people are chasing the bag, man. Like they are going to get life-changing money to go over to Saudi Arabia, and he's young enough to go over to Saudi Arabia for a few years, get the absolute bag, and then come back over here. I mean, the game is completely different over there.
I'm a big believer when you face tough competition.
Yeah, fair.
Your game gets better. He's put his game on the line because here's the thing: what people don't understand. And I'm going another rant.
No, that's fine. Keep going, man.
What people don't understand because I'm arguing with people because we're better than MLS. Currently, as we speak, MLS is still better than the Saudi League, and here's the reason why. Because in the Saudi League, it's only 5 teams. They have 18 teams that are buying all these players, right? The other 13 teams are trash. They're not that good. Fact number 1. Number 2, a lot of these teams are top heavy, meaning they don't have a bench. They don't have a bench. If you look at Al Nassr's bench after their starting 11, not that good. That's what they got smoked in preseason by some La Liga teams and Benfica. So so there's a lot of things to look into. This whole Saudi movement, and people going crazy. Like, oh, they got challenged in the European League. Like you can't buy prestige. You can't buy the success, the history of the European leagues. You only build it on your own. Most kids say in Italy, they want to win the Serie A. They want to win Europe.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a weird one. This is the one that's like, oh, But I can guarantee you, Vega does not go if City, Real Madrid puts in the offer. If that happens, then I'm like, oh shit, okay, we're in trouble. So it still hasn't happened yet. Still hasn't happened yet where a Saudi team has, won the rights of a player. The player chooses a Saudi team over a top team, like a global top team, say like Bayern, Real
Right.
Madrid. Yes, Sadio Mane left, but Sadio Mane was upset with Bayern. He didn't like Bayern.
Yeah,
So
well, no, he didn't click. He didn't click at Bayern. That's a
yeah,
completely
he didn't
different. I think that's a completely different
It's
scenario.
totally different scenario. Totally different scenario. But it's just, uh, yeah. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of Woodsy talk. But Mr. Post Office says Woodsy's having a laugh. She's well known. She's well known to be a gooner. That has always been her style. No, I get that. But she's on live TV. She's doing an interview. You can't do that. If
Is that
Alex Sanchez did that, I can understand. Woodsy can do that. To be
these
fair,
guys?
Woodsy Nicholas,
I
it
think
was
in Mari, I think here in the US, like former players really have to attack the story as a neutral. Like, you had like Phil Simms in the booth, and he's always been a huge
oh wow.
Giants.
No, the chat I'm getting people are grilling me. It's called banter, Mar. Yeah, I know.
Well, no,
I
in
know it's
America, they're
banter.
not allowed to do that. Like
I
that's the thing.
no, but it's not even that. It's not an American thing. I know, but it's weird because all right, if it wasn't Woodsy doing that, let's just say it's Simon Jordan doing that, right? Would people be happy if Simon Jordan was doing that to a couple of players? Let's be honest, right? Simon Jordan, another journalist like Woodsy, right? Never played the game. She's not only a journalist that supports her football team, she gives the same. Like I said, the Simon Jordans of the world have to do it. Um, other people who this is their profession, right? They're not former athlete pundits. They're gonna have to do the same to do the same thing. They're gonna have to do the same. They're gonna have to do the same thing, right? And
Yeah.
I can guarantee you, people are gonna be upset, right? They're gonna be like, "Oh, right." I'm using Simon Jordan as an example. Why is Simon Jordan trying to banter these players? He's a journalist. He's supposed to be like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yeah, but I love Talk Sport. I have the app. I listen to Talk Sport. I also watch ITV, ITV2, Channel 4.
I
Get
think
this.
I don't respect Talk Sport just because they have Rory Jennings on there, and he talks like absolute rubbish whenever I listen to him. I'm like, why are you giving this guy a
Talk
mic?
Sport. I got the app. I listen to it.
Yeah, I don't listen to Talk Sport, but that's okay. I disagree with a lot of pundits on and off big channels. So it is what it is. I have my own way. I mean, and with the banter, yeah, I think it's just more accepted over there to banter and back your team, even if you're a journalist. Like in America, you don't see that in America because they have like journalistic integrity where there's supposed to be a neutral party on it. Like I was saying, they're gonna have Phil Simms, who's a Super Bowl winning quarterback with the New York Jets, and he's gonna have to call a game with the Broncos and not sound like he's biased. Like it's not gonna happen.
This is a legit app called TV Mucho, and you get to watch ITV, BBC, all the legit channels, BBC News, and yeah. So I get to watch a lot of the pundits.
I guess I just need to. I just guess I just need to educate myself. Not a big deal. It's just like it's just different over there. But I'm the American idiot. That's why I'm out here learning.
Yeah.
Right. Big up minerals. Yeah. Woodsy is also a brown envelope. Yes, I was waiting for you to call somebody.
But she is hot though. I'm not gonna lie. She is hot. She is hot. She is hot. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. No, she's fit. She's fit.
Oh my God. Let's get into the games and close this thing out.
Yeah, let's close this thing out. Spurs, Bournemouth. Yesterday I said this game is going to. I'm looking at a 2-1 score. I think Bournemouth scores on set piece. They're pretty good in the air, set pieces. Um, where our 2 goals are going to come from, I actually think Sonny is going to come good. Um, even from the wing, he's going to he's going to score.
You
And
think he's going to score this game?
yeah, and at the second goal, the game winner, I think it's going to come from Lo Celso. I don't think Madison's playing. He didn't practice today. From what I saw, he didn't practice today. Thank you, Gogama, for the super sticker. Thank you. I would love to put it up, but apparently we're having StreamYard is having problem with with uh, comments, and I don't want to leave the show to come back on. But thank you. Um, but yeah, no, I have Spurs winning 2-1, and us having 7 points out of our first 9 possible, which is, like I said, if you had told me a month ago, I would have told you, what are you smoking? Can you pass it? Puff puff give, puff puff pass. But yeah, I have us winning.
And you're playing at the shithole?
No.
Or is it away?
No. We're playing away. We're playing
away. I don't know. I'm gonna go 1-1.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
The games were good. 3-2, 3-2 for both clubs. So last season. So it's goals are to be there. Goals are to be there. And so missing the chat. CQ said behave yourself. Yeah, they be
5-0 Spurs, 3-0 Spurs. Wow, okay. That's confidence.
Yeah.
Bournemouth away is not an easy day. Ask Liverpool. They didn't win there.
Goals will come.
What was your record against Bournemouth last season?
They won 1. We won 1.
Okay. I'm just saying it's not a foregone conclusion. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's the Premier League. It's the Premier League. Every game you got to take seriously. People. We're gonna get to Arsenal Fulham. People think Arsenal should steamroll. I mean, they should steamroll Fulham, but like I said, with every game, especially for Spurs, we should take every game seriously.
100%.
She's not a journalist. She's a presenter who supports Arsenal. I agree. You know what? Yes, she is a presenter. But here's the thing: how does a presenter get a job in a journalistic position? See, this is where I'm offended as a in school was a journalist. It's almost like actors who get mad at former athletes who become actors. Because actors are like, it's almost like offensive. It's just like, well, I went to school for this. I went to school for this, and this presenter is now is doing a position where a sports journalist would normally do.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, I'm going 1. No, you know what? I'm going 2-2. 2-2. Let's see some goals. 2-2. First corner.
Desmond 2-2. All right, Arsenal versus Fulham. I think you guys shake off the doldrums, and I think at home you guys should be able to win. I said 3-0. 3-0.
I'm going 3-0. It should be an easy day out. Fulham are garbage. They don't have Mitrovic anymore. They're a hurting unit over there. So unless Bert Leno decides he's going to be prime Van der Sar, I think we are going to be just fine. Where I get nervous is that we're still playing this 3-4-3 where we are not producing a lot. So hopefully it comes good before we have to play against Man United. But I'm seeing more Man United injuries coming across the wire right now. Luke Shaw is out.
Do you play United before the break or after the break?
Before. We play them on the 2nd. Or on the 3rd.
Okay, that's before.
Yeah. So we play them. We play them next weekend.
Now it's time to play them because I felt bad for Casemiro. He was like,
if they lose Casemiro, they're done. Like they are finished if they lose Casemiro.
I mean, our midfield had him wheezing for air because especially the second half. So you have 3-0. Okay. Yeah, so I have 3-0 also. 2-1 Spurs, 3-0 Arsenal. Um, any big games of the weekend? I'll quickly pull up the Premier League on the app.
Big up Goguma again. Another super chat. She's saying 3-0 Spurs and 2-1 Arsenal. Hey,
Big up.
I'm not going to disagree with that.
Big
Come
up.
on, Arsenal.
Do Chelsea win their first game for Poch tomorrow against Luton?
Yeah. 3-1. Yeah.
Crystal Palace versus Brentford.
Oh,
Brentford.
Is Brentford at home?
Brentford's at home.
Yeah, no, they'll win that. 3-1.
They've only lost 2 games at home last season.
Yeah.
Everton is at home against Wolves.
Oh God.
Wolves.
What a stink fest. Wolves 1-0.
Wolves.
I think Dyche is going to be looking at the unemployment line again here pretty soon.
Yeah, I actually feel bad for Everton. I have some mates over there. I've been to their ground. Been to Goodison on a visit. Also been to Anfield. Everton, I don't know. I feel bad. It's almost like a little brother. Like I have a soft spot for Everton. Their fans are so passionate. I like their song. I like everything about Everton. I like Everton, so I feel bad that they're doing bad. Like I don't know. Like who can hate Everton other than Liverpool? Like
they haven't been good. They haven't been good in a while, so it's one of those things where I don't even really think about them that often. I mean, obviously, they're our bogey team though. Whenever we have to go away to Goodison, we're always in trouble against them. I don't know why. For the life of me, I don't know why. But,
I love that.
Yeah, I never worry about Everton.
It was that collapse of Arsenal. Everton was a part of it.
That was the beginning of the cracks.
Everton, right? It was
that was the beginning of the cracks and the cracks. The paper not being enough for the cracks, for lack of a better metaphor. What do we got next?
Man United, Forest.
Oh, Man United. Man United.
United should win.
2-1.
Yeah. Woo! This team is fire. Fire. Brighton hosting West Ham.
Oh, they're gonna be West
Ham.
I think that's a 4-1 Brighton.
4-1, 3-1, 5-1.
Yeah.
7.
They're cooking.
Especially I hope they put West Ham in a split. I hope they I hope they get West Ham gets spanked.
I think you're gonna get your wish, man. I really do.
Brighton, forget that. Fuck Brighton. 5. West Ham.
5-0. You're doing a 5-0.
Wow. 5-0.
I put a cheeky 5 on that just because you said that.
Right. They're getting tapped. All right. Next game. Now this is on Sunday. Burnley hosting Aston Villa. Oh, that's another one. I'm sorry.
Aston Villa's gonna pipe them.
Aston Villa said, right? We're sorry, Barbie, because that's my dark horse team. Last week, 4-0. Burnley this week, same thing.
Yeah.
They tapping them up. They tapping them. I got Villa. I got Villa on this one.
Yep.
Oh gosh, this may be ugly too. Sheffield United is hosting Man City.
Oh, it's over. 5-0 easy. That's a 5-0 guarantee. That's a no. Doesn't matter who they play up top. They'll play Holland or Alvarez. Doesn't matter. They're gonna pipe them.
Yeah. Oh, the game of the day of the weekend. Newcastle hosting Liverpool. Newcastle at home. They're a different beast.
Liverpool doesn't look good, man. I'm going 3-1. I'm going 3-1 Newcastle.
3-1 Newcastle. You know what? I might have to go 3-1 Newcastle. I was impressed. They lost 1-0 to City. I picked the upset special.
And the week before that, they bent Aston Villa over. So it's not. I think Newcastle are serious in the league this year. They're serious.
Yeah,
they're very serious.
I think Liverpool's gonna have a long day.
Yep.
Yeah. It's gonna be a long day for Liverpool. Yeah, we got some interesting games, but I think there's gonna be a lot of blowouts.
Yeah, I think that it'll be a rough weekend for some people. I think.
Yeah.
Who knows? We make it. It's the Premier League. You know, football's a funny game. You never know what might happen, but it's looking pretty long for some teams out there.
Yeah. TJ, I wish I could post a comment, but we can't. We have 2 people said they subscribe to you. Where can people find you, brother?
No, I appreciate everybody who subscribed to me. Again, we're on the road to 500 over at TJ Warren TV. So, give me to 500 subs. The 500 sub episode is gonna be absolutely lit. We're gonna be having giveaways. We're gonna be doing all sorts of stuff. So I never imagined I'd have a YouTube channel, let alone a YouTube channel with 500 subs. So get me there right now. Thank you again to Tottenham Away for having me and letting me host this show with Mari. It's been an absolute blast. The chat is lit every single time. So really, really appreciate it, Mari. Big up. If you want to catch me, I will be over on Sarcasm City in an hour and 15 minutes. I'll be over there with Flawless. We're going to be talking Man United and Arsenal. And obviously our American Idiot show tomorrow night, 9 p.m. UK time.
Well, we do have one more game. And I'll say this. And thank you, Scott, for putting it up. Bayern hosts Augsburg.
Oh, good Lord.
Harry Kane scores 5 goals in a 5-0 victory, and Bayern Dietrich's Kane gets his jizz on watching Kane scores 5 goals.
That absolute fraud, Dietrich's Kane, man. Oh my gosh. All you Spurs fans, if Spurs ever drops off, man, I'm telling you guys are going to be wearing the red of Bayern Munich. Yeah. Telling you.
Big up, Dietrich. We still love you, though you've gone to the Bayern side.
I respect Dietrich. I'm not going to say I love him. I respect him.
We still love you, Dietrich. But I had thought he was going to change his name to Dietrich's son, but
no, he's Kane all the way, man.
He's Kane all the way.
He left you guys in the dust as soon as Kane did.
Yeah. But on that note, we got to go head over to TJ where he's going. And for us tomorrow, Tottenham Away, I think we might do a shenanigans show. Friday night shenanigans. We didn't do one last week, but I'm sensing we need one tomorrow. But on that note, come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Gunners. Let's go.